Why I never learn from my own mistakes. I know packing for your trip to Europe can be challenging and sometimes really tricky, especially if it's your first ever time going to Europe. And there is a number of mistakes you will certainly make if you don't watch this video until the end. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I keep seeing people making during their trip to Europe, and especially people from the US. Hello, my American friends. But let's start from the beginning, and the most important, the most essential thing to go first in your backpack: international adapter. This is a very simple but extremely important thing when you do any international travel or any travel at all. This is the first thing, okay, after your passport, to go to your backpack. Why I love TESSAN so much? First of all, it has this organic shape and it can go to any backpack and it doesn't take too much space. It has all possible plug connectors you need around the world. It works in more than 200 countries in the world. Many of you don't know that European plug will look like this, but the plug in the UK will look like this. And as you can see, it's totally different from what you usually have in the US. But on top of that, it also has two USB ports and two USB-C ports. So you can charge up to 5 devices at the same time using one adapter. I personally find it genius. I already tried it at the airport. I tried it in the cafes and local restaurants here. Guys, this is essential guide to bring with you. So right after your passport, I would highly advise to get TESSAN from their website. The price is absolutely brilliant for the thing, which will help you for a long time. If your phone is dying and you don't have USB ports around, you cannot order your Uber, you cannot check the map, you cannot get to your hotel or Airbnb. So guys, like, jokes apart, TESSAN, mwah. Thank you. But where to put it? What sort of bags to take with you? Now, before bags, let's discuss another essential item which can make or break your further trip, and those are your shoes. Guys, you cannot imagine how many stories I've heard how all these damaged feet or not comfortable, not appropriate shoes for Europe spoiled the whole trip. Because what's usually happening, people going to Europe, especially if they're traveling here for the first time, and they think, oh my god, all Europeans, they're so stylish, they're taking all these branded shoes, they wear them all the time. No guys, we don't. Trainers, or how you call it in the US, sneakers. Opt for white sneakers for summertime and black sneakers or some warmer shoes, similar shoes for winter time. Make sure that they're not new shoes. Don't buy your shoes right away before your trip. Make sure that those shoes are comfortable, you're wearing them for a number of occasions, for some time, for a few months at least. They don't give you blisters, they don't make your feet sweat. So all these very important ideas. So if you have a choice between taking your regular walking shoes you're wearing around your city or buying new branded shoes, guys, stick to your old ones and it's going to be more than enough. Just one pair. Next important, and your luggage. Wow, okay, that's a little bit of attention. In Europe, please avoid taking this massive thing with you. Let me explain why. First of all, you don't need this much stuff. You will not be using it. And second, if in America driving and taking a car is a normal thing, in many places in Europe you will have to walk. And especially if you're going to Venice, guys, that check-in suitcase is the last thing you want to bring with you, because you know there are no taxi in Venice and you will need to drag all your luggage with you, around all those little bridges, and nighttime it's even difficult to get a taxi boat. So most probably you will take a few trips just with your luggage alone. So that's why, guys, avoid taking that massive one. So what I'm usually doing, I have my crossbody bag. It goes around my shoulders, and I'm calling this bag I can never lose it. So this is the bag. If I lose it, I will really cry, and cry a lot, and it will cost me a few days, I don't know, maybe in Bali station or something. So here we have passport, my bank card, battery for my camera, YouTubers. When I'm traveling in Europe and I'm going through all these super crowded places, it's so easy just to bring this bag in front of me and close it together with the zips with my arms. So it's always my view. I can control what's happening around this bag and that all my valuables are protected inside. But still, guys, for your passport, when you're traveling to Europe, pickpockets, it's a massive thing here. I already explained that in this video and some of my other videos. I would not recommend you having your passport, your main travel documents at all times with you. Take a copy of your passport first, take a picture, save them on your phone in like your favorites, for example, and also take an actual photocopy and put it under the zip in your backpack or in your little suitcase, just in case to have it, because if you accidentally lose your passport, it will be so much easier to recover your travel documents when you have a copy of those. Second one, my backpack. I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, I cannot travel without my laptop for constant work, and also my camera, batteries, and all these devices I really need during my trips. Two hard drives and all this, and unnecessary for you, very necessary for me things, it all goes to my backpack, because things like hard drives, which I was filming for years and years, I will definitely cry if they disappear. So that's why I would never check them in and put them in even in a cabin suitcase. I prefer having them in my backpack. So my travel luggage arrangements are usually crossbody bag with all the valuables, my backpack with also valuables, but technical equipment, filming equipment, and my laptop and all these gadgets and devices, it goes here, and my cabin luggage for clothes and shoes and some additional stuff. And speaking about clothes, guys, my advice right away, don't take too much clothes and shoes and all these things you will not need. Just be rational here. My usual choice would be just a few pair of trousers and 4 t-shirts. That's enough for 2 weeks. After that, you can have a jumper to put above your t-shirt if it's a little bit too cold in the evening. And super trick for you ladies, especially if you're traveling to Italy, to Rome, and you're planning to visit these countless churches and all these religious sites, where you will see the sign next to every single church, and especially major ones like Vatican Museum or Sixtine Chapel, that your shoulders must be closed. My advice, take a very light scarf with you. I bought it in Rome. Oh, no, it was a present, I guess, but anyway, this is from Rome, and you can put it around your shoulder. And really, guys, just avoid packing wrong clothing with you when you're going to Europe. I know it can be a little bit challenging and it seems complicated, especially if it's your first ever time going to Europe. And again, I'm not saying this because you look like a tourist. No, guys, you're just becoming a really easy target for pickpockets, for scammers here, for some not really honest restaurant owners. Anything can happen. As more you look like average population in Europe, as less chance that you will have any issues with some not nice people around. And to finish our today's video, I want you to give a list of never bring to Europe, or better leave it at home things. Guys, you really don't need them here. Don't waste your money on that extra weight. Don't waste that space on your luggage. Just don't waste your time and energy. You will never need those things in Europe, believe me. First of all, it's professional cameras, these massive cameras, professional filming equipment, massive tripods and all these gimbals. Leave them home. Do not take them with you to Europe. Your iPhone or your phone, your smartphone, will be more than enough as the camera for your trips to Europe, all around Europe. If you don't make any money on your professional camera work, you don't need this equipment. And second thing, these things on your chest, they really attract too much unnecessary attention again, and I don't want you to be robbed here in Europe. So guys, you don't need to have these things. They are screaming that we are tourists. Please come here and rob us. Any new shoes, guys, please avoid buying those stylish shoes as you think right before your trip and bringing them to your trip and wear them here in Europe for the first time. I guarantee you will destroy your trip entirely. Any actual books and especially travel guides, first of all, it's extra weight. How many times I was thinking, okay, I'm flying to the US, I will have 12 hours of my flight and I will be enjoying it while reading my paper book. Guys, it's additional weight you will be carrying with you on your own bag for weeks after or in your suitcase, but it doesn't matter. It's an extra weight you don't need, and most probably, like many passengers, you will put that book on your airplane table, you will find the TV, and for all your trip you will be watching the movies from from the airplane. You will not touch this book, I guarantee. If you don't plan to do any exercising, jogging, running, cycling, hiking here in Europe, if you're just coming to visit Paris, Rome, Milan, and like central places, cities in Europe, you don't need your active wear, you don't need your outdoor wear, so leave your leggings, your outdoor clothes, your hiking shoes at home. You don't need them here. I really hope you will have a fantastic, truly unforgettable trip in Europe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I will be happy to help. If you're traveling to Rome, don't forget to check my Travel to Rome guide, and I will see you next week. Bye for now, guys. Ci vediamo, a presto ragazze. I will see you next week.